What's up everybody, and welcome back to another video on this channel. In this video I am going to show you 3 different methods on how to scale and measure your suits, because that's one of the biggest, one of the most important steps on when you start building your suits. And I've been getting asked this question a lot, so I figured why not show all of you instead of just one person. So yeah, I'm going to show you 3 different methods. I'm going to show you my favorite, the best way that I know at the end, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And so yeah, let's just get to it. So I'm gonna start with I'm gonna show you with the bicep as an example for the first method. So I'm using the Mark 6 files because that's the suit that I'm building at the moment, and I already have video tutorials on that. So yeah, so example for this bicep, this is the way, like I said, this is the way that I try to avoid the most, because I really don't like it. I think it's the hardest and it takes the longest time. So we can click here, right click here on this side, and then measure distance between 2 points. So we know that this is a bicep, and the bicep will start here at the top of your body, and then it will end here on the elbow. So click here at the top and click here at the bottom, and the distance is 258 millimeters. Sorry, I have a converter right in front of me, so I'm gonna be using that throughout the video. So yeah, so 258 millimeters equals to 10 inches. So that means that once you measure your bicep, it's gonna be 10.1 inches. And if it's not, you're just gonna have to measure it like, whatever matches on the computer on those files, because you don't want to print it too big and it's not gonna fit you, or it doesn't look right with the other pieces of the suit. So like I said, this is the way that I try to avoid the most. So yeah, we'll just pass on this one now because I don't like it. So the second way, this one, it's using a software. And I do like this method because it does help as well, and it's called Armorsmith Designer, and I bought it a long time ago when it first came out, and I've been using it since. And I believe last time I checked it was about $25 or $30, which really isn't a lot for something that you're going to be using to scale your suits or your props or anything. So yeah, once you open it, this is what you get here. And you get this guy here in the middle, and then really there's only like one thing that I use on this software, which is here in the bottom. And I just changed the height of me. This is me right here, right? So my height is 1850, and I click enter, and then you saw me grow here. So how you use this is you go to file and you import, and you can choose the piece that you're going to import. So in this case, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use a chest piece from the Mark 6. Would you like to rescale it? No. And then here you get on the side. So now you can click it, attach custom part, and then you can put it on the chest piece. There you go. And then as you can see, it's here on the chest piece. And there's only 3 keys that I use on my keyboard, which is R for rotate, T for the translate tool, which allows me to move it up and down and to the sides, and then the S for scale. So as you can see, it kind of already looks like it would fit me, like it's the right size, which it should be, but I'm just gonna show you as an example. So I am gonna just move it in more, or maybe I moved it in too much. Okay, there you go. So as you can see, it looks like it would fit me, and then the back piece would go here, and and so on, everything else. But let's say your height is where is the height? Oh, sorry, I gotta click on the guy. So let's say the overall height for someone is 1,210. I'm not sure what that equals to, but looks like a really small person. But yeah, so we got that piece here, and you can see it's way too big. So we're gonna push the S on the keyboard, and we're gonna scale it down. I think that looks pretty good. and then I'm gonna push T, and I'm gonna move this back a little. Right there. I think it looks a little bit too big still. That looks good. Yeah, so as you can see, I've already scaled this person, or this this chest piece, to the person's height, and I can just click on the chest piece, and then S would give me the dimensions here on the side, which, so for the height for this chest piece is 23.4 centimeters. I believe it's here 23.4. I believe it's 240. 234. So the height for this chest piece in millimeters would be 234 millimeters. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open the chest piece on Peppercare Designer, and we are gonna go to 2D menu, change scale, set scale, and we're gonna change the height to 234. And there you go. That's it. Now your chest piece is officially scaled to your size. And yeah, you can do the same thing with all the pieces. File, import. Let's do the abs. Let's do the abs this time. No, click on the abs, attach costume part. The abs go right here, and as you can see, they're humongous, but I'm just gonna scale it down. Too small. Okay, there you go. And then we're gonna move it back a little. Might be too small. It might be too small because you can see here on the side where it kind of overlaps with the body of the person. Oh, there you go. So now we got the abs there in place, and as you can see, the height of it is 18.3, which should be 183 centimeters. And we're just gonna go open the abs, and we're gonna go to 2D menu, change scale, set scale, and the height would be 183, I believe we said. 183, yep, 183. Okay, and there you go, it's scaled already. And that's really it. You just go through all the pieces, and you build the whole suit. Okay, so for the last method, which is my favorite method that I use on most of my suits all the time, is this one. It might be a little bit too complicated, so I am gonna be using the notepad. Well, it's not complicated, it's just too many things that I'm gonna say, and it's gonna be easier for me to just type it down here. So okay, so this method works for most of the suits that I find online, but some of them might not work. And by that I mean, example here, I'm gonna open the chest piece. So okay, so for this suit, the back piece, the neck, and the helmet don't work. So and by that, this is what I mean, is that if I open the chest piece and I go to import file, and I import the back piece, it doesn't put it in the back. It kind of puts it in the front here. As you can see, it's right here in the bottom, but it's flipped. So this is where this part doesn't work. But like I said, most of the other suits do work. And but for this purpose of this video, I'm still gonna show you, because the back piece, it's not gonna make a big difference. So yeah, I'm gonna open the chest piece, and then I am gonna upload. I'm gonna import every other piece. So like I said, for this piece, for this suit, the neck piece, the helmet, and the back piece won't work, but everything else should work perfectly fine. So I'm gonna open the chest piece, and then I'm gonna open the abs. So here we have the abs. As you can see, the abs got added to the chest, and you can see like a big mess was made here, but don't worry about that, because we're not really gonna pay attention to that. So yeah, just import the rest of the files. I'm gonna do the biceps and the boot, the cod piece, the forearm, hand plate, the shin. We already did the chest, so I skipped that. Shoulders, and last one is the thigh. Okay, so as you can see, we have like a half Ironman here. but that's okay. So yeah, so as you can see here, the height of this suit from the collarbone all the way to your feet is 1590 millimeters. So 1590 millimeters, which equals to be what is it? 1590. Change this to feet. Sorry, I have my like I said, I have my converter here, which equals to 5.2 feet. Okay, so but that's not the overall height, because we're still missing the neck and we're still missing the helmet. So this, like I said, this suit, I know already that it's scaled to a 6-foot person. So I know that this suit would fit me, and I can just measure my neck and I can measure my my head for what size helmet I would need. So let's say my neck would be I don't know, 3 inches, right? So we're gonna need 3 neck equals 3 inches. And then for the helmet, let's say the helmets that I usually make, they're about 11 inches. 11 inches. So 3 plus 11 equals 14. So 14 inches equals to yeah, so these two, so I'm gonna put a plus sign here, equals to 355 millimeters. Okay, so if we add the if we add the 1590 of the suit here plus the 355 millimeters of the neck and the helmet, we get 1945 millimeters. So 1945 millimeters, which equals to 1090. Okay, so we're gonna change here 1945 feet equals to 6. Oh, not there. Equals to 6.3 feet, which is a suit for me. I usually add between 3 to 4 inches more on my suits, only that way I can get more comfortable in them. Okay, so I think you kind of get the point here now. So let's say an example. Okay, so this is how we're gonna scale everything. Okay, because we already know that, we know that this suit is already 6 feet tall, so we don't have to change everything because that's me. Okay, that's for me. So let's say I actually want to make this suit for someone who's let's go with 5.5. Okay, 5.5 feet. So 5.5 equals 1676 millimeters, and I'm just running these numbers up. Okay, actually here 5.5, but like I said, we add like three more inches, so 5.5 plus 3 more inches would be 5.8. So it's gonna be 5.8. This number turns into 1768 millimeters. Okay, so we know that the total of the suit that we're going to make for someone that's 5'5", it's going to be 1768 millimeters. But let's say for that, like I said, we have only from the collarbone all the way to the feet, so we kind of have to find that that the measurements from the neck to the and the helmet. So let's say for someone that's 5'8", the neck is 2 inches, and then the helmet for a 5'8" person or 5'5" person is let's say 10 inches. Okay, 2 inches equals 24 millimeters. Oh no, sorry, just kidding. 2 inches equals 76 millimeters, and 10 inches equals 254 millimeters. So now, like I said, we have to subtract the neck and the helmet. So we're gonna have to add this number and this number, which is 76 plus 254, which is 330 millimeters. 330 millimeters. Okay, so now this number is the neck and the helmet, and this number is the total of the whole suit. So we gotta subtract this from the size of the whole suit. So we have, okay, move this again. We have 1768 minus 330. That leaves us with 1438. 1438 for the suit. Well, not the suit, but for this suit right here, from the collarbone all the way to the feet. So this is what we end up with, 1438 millimeters. This is the height that we gotta get here. So we can go to 2D menu, change scale, set scale, and then here we type that number at 1438. 38, we click OK. So now we actually have scaled this suit for someone who's 5'5" plus those 3 inches extra to be more comfortable in. And yeah, so this suit is scaled for someone who's 5'5". But see, this is the trick here. This is the best part. So we can go to 2D menu, change scale, set scale, and we get this number right here. We copy this number, and then we can exit out of here. I'll exit out of here as well. And then we can open the chest piece, and then we can go to 2D menu, change scale, set scale, and then we just copy, we just paste that number here. And then there you go. This chest is automatically scaled to someone who's 5'5". And then you can do the same thing with every other piece. The forearm, set scale, we paste it here, and then there you go. Same thing with the back piece. Even though the back piece wasn't working, we can go to 2D menu, change scale, set scale, and then we put that piece there, and then there you go. So that's really all there is to it. Like I said, those numbers or this way won't work for the helmet or the neck. It might work. Here, let me give you another example. So for this example, I'm gonna be using MZX's files for the Mark 46. And the cool thing about his files and what his work is that he leaves this measurement model here. So if you can find the files for a suit that provides a whole model like this, it's going to be a lot easier for you. So let's say you have the suit here, which is 1850 millimeters, which is, I believe, is 6 feet tall. And let's say you're trying to change it, to be, 5. Let's do the 5.5 again, which 5.5 feet would be 1,676 millimeters. We push OK, and then it's already scaled to a 5.5 person. We go to 2D menu, change scale, set scale, and we copy this number here at the bottom, copy, and then you can do the same thing. So you go to his go to each individual file, and then you just go to 2D menu, change scale, set scale, and you copy that, you paste that number here, and then it's already scaled to your size, which would in this case would be 5.5. And you do the same thing for every piece. The back piece, 2D menu, change scale, set scale, and yeah. So that's really it. This is my favorite method. This is the one that I always use because I know in the beginning I used to struggle a lot with scaling my suits, and sometimes I'd make the chest too small, and then I'd make my arms too big, and it was I hated it till I found this method, and I just continued using this method. So but yeah, that's it for this video, and I hope you guys learned something. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please leave a comment below, and please hit that like button if you guys really enjoy this. And if you guys want me to do another tutorial on something else, please let me know. And if you're interested in following me on Instagram, you can I'm at G's Workshop. And yeah, that's really it for this video. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.